Unit 5, Chapter 10, Weather and its Influence on Life. We have three main seasons, but even in the same season, weather never remains the same. Some days are cold, some days are hot, and some days are cloudy. Sometimes it rains and at other times it is windy. These are called weather changes. Weather changes from day to day. Weather is the condition of the air surrounding us. The weather at any place is influenced by many factors, but the sun is the chief factor. We know that the earth spins or rotates on its axis. The rotation of the earth causes days and nights. The part of the earth which faces the sun experiences day, and the part which is away from the sun experiences night. The axis of the sun is tilted. Due to the tilted axis, one half of the earth is closer to the sun and the other half is away from the sun. The places closer to the sun have longer and warmer days. The places away from the sun have shorter and colder days. Now, let us understand how the sun influences the temperature on the earth. Take a cardboard and make a hole on it. Hold the cardboard as shown in the figures. Let light pass through the hole. Put a sheet of white paper and trace the patch of light with a pencil. Repeat this when the sun is directly overhead and also in the evening. Trace the outlines of the lighted patches. Now compare the outlines. What do you observe? The amount of light that passed through the hole in the morning, in the midday, and in the evening is the same. But the area covered is different. Mornings and evenings are cooler than noon times, because sun rays are more slanting in mornings and evenings than at noon times. Direct rays of sunlight are spread over a small area. They are hotter, so the weather is hot at noon. Factors that influence the weather. The weather at any place is influenced by a number of factors. They are the sun, clouds, wind and rain, nearness to the sea, rotation of the earth, revolution of the earth, atmospheric conditions like pressure and humidity, seasonal effect, heating and cooling of land and water, activity. Take two dishes. Fill one of them with water and the other with sand. Keep both the dishes in sunlight for about 2 hours. Touch the sand and water. The sand is hotter when compared to water. Allow them to cool in a room for an hour. Again touch the contents in the two dishes. You can understand that the sand loses heat more quickly than the water. The same thing happens in nature also. Moving air is called wind. Wind is produced on account of the difference in the rates of heating and cooling of land areas and water bodies. The land near the seas and the oceans have moderate temperature throughout the year. During the daytime, the land gets heated faster than water. As a result, the air above the land becomes warmer and lighter. It moves upwards. To fill up this space, cool air above the sea moves towards the land. Such winds are cool. This is called sea breeze. During night time, the land gets cooled more quickly than water. As a result, the cool air from the land moves towards the hot sea. The warm air rises and cold air from the land rushes in to take its place. This movement of air from land to sea is called a land breeze. Evaporation. The change of a liquid into vapor is called evaporation. In nature, water evaporates all the time. The wind, heat, and larger exposed surface area are some of the factors that affect evaporation. Evaporation is faster on a windy day. Hang some wet clothes in 2 different rooms. Switch on the fan in the first room and let the second room be without fan. After some time, you will find that the clothes dry faster in the first room. This shows that evaporation is faster on a windy day. Evaporation is faster on warm days. On a dry, hot summer day, there is less water vapor in the air. So, the clothes dry faster on a hot and dry day. On a rainy day, clothes take longer time to dry. This is because there is a lot of water vapor in the air. It cannot hold any more water vapor. Activity. Take 2 graduated bottles. Fill them with water. Note the water levels. Keep one of them in the sunlight and the other in the shade. Observe the water levels after 4 or 5 days. The water level in the bottle kept in the sunlight decreases because of rapid evaporation. In the second bottle, considerable change is not observed. The rate of evaporation depends on the exposed area of the container. Activity. Take a plate and a tumbler. Pour equal quantity of water in both of them. Keep them in sunlight for 2 or 3 days. Observe them every morning and evening. After 3 days, you will find that more water has evaporated from the plate because the exposed surface area is more in a plate than in a tumbler. Condensation. The conversion of vapor into liquid is called condensation. It is a reverse process of evaporation. It is an important process in nature. It is because of condensation clouds, dew, frost, and fog are formed. Clouds and rain. Water evaporates from water sources due to the heat of the sun. Water vapor goes up into the air. There, water vapor condenses and turns into little droplets of water. It forms clouds. When these drops become bigger, they begin to fall as rain. Dew. During winter, the grass and flowers are covered with small drops of water. These are called dewdrops. At night, the land and grass cool down quickly. Thus, they become very cold. The water vapor in the air condenses on them in the form of shining water drops. This is called dew. That is the reason why your feet get wet if you walk on the grass early in the morning. The dewdrops shine brightly in the morning. Dew is not formed on cloudy and windy nights. Frost. In winter season, the earth becomes very cold. The surface becomes colder than ice. The dewdrops freeze and become frost. The frost damages crops.